Mecca is one of the oldest cities in the world. The Kaaba, the holy place of Muslims, is located in this city. Muslims say that the city of Mecca is located at the center of the world and at the golden point. Is the city of Mecca located at the golden ratio point of the world as Muslims claim? Let's use our knowledge of mathematics and geography to determine whether this is true. First, let's take a map of the world in front of us and look at a flattened version of the Earth. A flat map with the American continent on the left and the Asian continent on the right. Using our basic math knowledge, we will find out if the city of Mecca is located at the golden ratio point of the Earth. Our world is divided into 360-degree circles. We will make our calculations using these circles. The map we will come across will cover 360 degrees from left to right or from east to west, but the world will have a 180-degree grid from north to south or from poles to poles. So 360 degrees from right to left and 180 degrees from top to bottom. Let's start calculating. What is our golden ratio? 1,618,033,9887, and so on. Let's divide the 180 degrees we see in front of us from south to south by the golden ratio. 180/1,618,033,9887 equals 111.24611797841115. Let's call it 111,246. So is the city of Mecca located at 111,246 degrees of gold? The answer will be yes. How does this happen? Let's analyze it together. Let's start counting from the South Pole to the north. From the south to the equator there are 90 degrees, and when we go up from here, the rating starts from 0 again. So what we will do is 111,246 minus 90 is equal to 21,246, so after the equator we will go up 21,246 degrees to the north. What were the coordinates of the city of Mecca? The city of Mecca is located between 21 degree 25 foot 24 n and 21 degree 24, 61 n. Since it lies within a circle of 30 kilometers, an area considered sacred. Our result was 21,246. Yes, this means that the city of Mecca is in the golden ratio from north to south. This calculation was correct for north to south. Now let's check the world map from east to west or right to left. Let's determine whether it is at the point of the golden ratio. Since the starting points of the north and south poles of our world coincide with the axis that is thought to pass through the center, there is no problem when mapping, but depicting a spherical structure in a flat way brings some problems. In the calculation we will make now, this is why we cannot separate Asia and Europe from the 0 point when mapping flat. On a flat map we have to shift the starting point on the left side by 2.75 degrees southwest that we can place the land exactly on a flat area. What we said was that the grading from east to west was 360 degrees. We will do the following calculation and divide 360 degrees by the golden ratio. 360/1,618,033,9887 equals 222.49142489773749. Let's call it 222,491. Does this figure show that there is a golden ratio in the east-west longitude of Mecca? Our answer will be yes. Now let's see how this calculation is done. We organized the spherical world into a flat map. The equator line is 360 degrees. Our world remains 360 degrees on a flat surface. If we divide this 360 degrees by the golden ratio, the result is 222.492. 360/1,618,033,9887 equals 222.49142489773749. Let's call it 222,491. Does this figure show that there is a golden ratio in the east-west longitude of Mecca? Our answer will be yes. Now let's see how this calculation is done. The city of Mecca is located on the eastern and western meridians between latitudes 39 degree 64 foot 24 E and 39 degree 98, 01 E. Let's take a look at the east-west coordinates of the city of Mecca, which is considered holy and lies between 39 degree 64, 24 E and 39 degree 98, 01 E in a 30 kilometers radius. But our result is 222,491. Let us examine how this will be a golden ratio. In the flat mapping method, let's take the left starting point of the map as 177.25 of the eastern meridian. This point is exactly the midpoint where the plates of the American continent and the Asian continent intersect. If we start to add from here, from this point to the Greenwich meridian, it is 180 plus 275 equals 182.75 degrees. The average meridian of the Mecca was located between 39 degree 64' 24 E and 39 degree 98.01 E. When we subtract 182.75 from our result of 360/16180339887 equals 222.491. 222.491-182.75 equals 39.741 sigmactadir. This corresponds to the midpoint of the city of Mecca in east-west longitude. When we draw the world map in a flat way, the city of Mecca is located at the golden point of the world in the north-south latitudes and east-west longitudes. Using the coordinates of the Muslim holy city of Mecca, we discovered its relationship with the golden ratio. We have understood that for the city to be in the golden ratio, that is, in the best part of the world that is pleasing to the eye, the continents of the world must be placed flat. We have determined that it is at the golden ratio point according to the latitude lines passing through the north-south poles, but it is very interesting that it is at the golden ratio on the standard flat world map we currently use in order to be at the golden ratio in degrees of longitude. The fact that it is located at the golden ratio north-south may be considered normal, but the fact that it is at the golden ratio point in the east-west direction can be said to correspond to the golden ratio depending on the world map being in the system we use as standard. The opposite hypothesis will be put forward. It is debatable whether the city of Mecca is at the golden ratio point on the equatorial line, but it is certain that it is at the golden ratio distance at the latitude between the north and south poles. If the flat Earth map with the American continent to our left and the Asian continent to our right is a standard map for us, then the city of Mecca is at the golden ratio point in longitude. Nevertheless, we leave this matter to the opinion of the audience. We will be back with another research topic and mystery video.